What is up, you guys? Animated Heroes here, and I'm back for a highly anticipated action figure review for myself anyway of the super action statue Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. And man, am I excited to review this figure. But as always, before starting with the figure, we gotta start with that sexy packaging, and this packaging really isn't all that sexy. Honestly, it's about the same thing that we got with Tsukiyama and Juzo, the standard whitish packaging with the red down at the bottom, an image right here, super action statue at the top, Kaneki, don't know what that says, what version it is, but I'm guessing it's like awakened or something after he awakened his white-haired form, which is pretty cool. But we got him in the box right there, so it's window packaging as usual. Bunch of Japanese stuff on the bottom, I don't know how to read, barcode right there, doesn't really matter. Stuff at the top right there, I'm pretty sure that says Tokyo Ghoul, more than likely, or a super action statue, some kind of, I don't know. As I was right, hey, awakened version, I told you guys that's what it said. But yeah, awakened version of Kaneki. Cool image right there on the side of the box of him. Same image on this side right here, so nothing special about that. Awakened version at the bottom. Cool images on the back of some poses you can get him in. Accessories right there. Bonus head right there. And I thought he came with two, but unfortunately, it looks like he just comes with one, which kind of blows, but whatever. He's got a stand right there. More Japanese stuff right there. The sticker right there. Period. Never noticed that. But yeah, it says period. But yeah, that's what we get with the packaging. Nothing too cool, but I mean, hey, it's Tokyo Ghoul packaging, so I guess we should expect the same thing from all of them. Now, first thoughts about this figure after taking it out of the packaging is that it definitely looks very bland, but you can't really expect much from him because this is what you get with Kaneki, the standard black CCG outfit. But honestly, it looks cool. It's passable, definitely, and it captures the character so much. I mean, everything looks good on this figure. You got the Tokyo Ghoul eye right there. You got the hair, which is very detailed. The outfit's very detailed, and honestly, this figure just looks really great. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect much from it just because it didn't look like it was gonna come with much, which it really doesn't. And the outfit isn't something that's just a wow, but having this figure in hand, man, I gotta say that I really love it. I'm a big fan of Kaneki. For those of you who don't know, he's my second favorite anime character next to Sasuke Uchiha, and having this figure definitely makes me happy. But I'm gonna get on to what I know a lot of you guys probably want to know, and that's gonna be the size of this guy. Now, Kaneki stands at a little bit over 6 inches, which I guess you can say would put him in scale with the 6-inch figures. But one thing that's better about this guy than Juzo is the fact that he actually looks like he goes in scale with 6-inch figures. And we'll see how that turns out at the very end of the video when I show some size comparisons. But Juzo just looks like a 7-inch, 7.5-inch figure compared to him, although he is smaller in size than Kaneki. I don't know, it's just something that I picked up on, but I'll show it to you guys in just a sec. Anyway, let's move right along to the accessories that come with this guy. Now, accessory wise, he comes first of all with this face on in the packaging where he has the mask, and he has his dark ghoul eyes, so I'm guessing this is from when they become bloodthirsty. He also has 2 fist hands that you see him coming with, and they painted on what looks like fingernail polish, but I don't think it is. I honestly think it's just from the torture that he went through of constantly getting his fingernails ripped out by the torture of Jason. I'm not going to explain that in detail. If you watch Tokyo Ghoul, then you know. If you don't watch Tokyo Ghoul, then you probably don't want to know. But yeah, he comes with these, of course. He comes with a pointing finger, which is odd. I never really saw him point in the show, but it's still cool anyway. He comes with one stylish like gripping hand. He comes with a more open palm hand, and it's weird because all of his hands are different, but yeah, he comes with these two. He comes with one where his fingers are all together type hands. We see this with the Dragon Ball Z's a lot. And then, of course, he comes with his iconic finger popping hand, which he picked up from Jason / Yamori, his torturer. And last but not least, he comes with the standard Kaneki head from basically when he became awakened. And honestly, both of the heads on these look absolutely awesome. I just think that I should mention that. They're done really well and they capture the character from the series. So far, I'm highly recommending this figure. But with that said, I forgot to mention he comes with his Kaganai also. And I know it looks like it's all together, but you can actually move this thing around. These things are on hinges, so you can just move it however you want to. And that's awesome. Even though it gets much longer in the show, I figured they would probably keep it this length just because of how much room it would take up in the packaging and how much extra sculpting they would have to do, which means that the price of the figure would have gone up. But speaking of the price, this guy was actually much cheaper than Juzo and Tsukiyama. I believe both of them were about 80 at release, and I paid 68 for this guy. And I got him from Ami Ami, so that's definitely a good price. But anyway, moving on. He also comes with a stand that looks like this. Now for some size comparisons, here he is with the two figures that are of his line, Super Action Statue, Shu Tsukiyama on the left and Juzo Suzuya on the right. And honestly, he looks pretty good next to these two. And I thought that he was a little bit taller than Juzo, but I was wrong. Now, in the show, I do believe that he's taller than Juzo. I'm not sure. But after scaling these guys together, I don't know, if you just look at it, it looks like Juzo is just a little bit bigger than him. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's just me. You guys tell me what you think about it. I just feel like Juzo looks a little bit too upscale a little bit. I'm not sure. But like I said, you guys tell me what you think about it. Next up, here he is standing next to the SH Figure Arts Sage Mode Naruto and the SH Figure Arts first release Sasuke Uchiha, and he is a little bit taller than them, which I guess kind of makes a little bit of sense because for one, Kaneki is 4 years older than both of them, but still he looks a little bit too tall, in my opinion. Last but not least, here he is standing next to the Figma Haruka Nananasa and Makoto Tachibana from the Anime Free Iwatobi Swim Club. And as you can see, he is a little bit shorter than Makoto, so I guess that means that he will fit in with 6-inch scale figures. And honestly, he doesn't look too bad next to him. Honestly, he's about the same width as them, so yeah, it looks pretty nice next to him. I guess it'll be all in how you pose him, but honestly, I think that they look great together. Now, saving the best for last, that will be the articulation. And honestly, I don't know what this guy has to offer, but I know that Super Action Statue is pretty good, so let's go ahead and work our way from the head down. He looks up pretty good, looks down pretty good. He can turn his neck any kind of way. It can go all the way around, I'm sure. Well, actually, no, not with this head on, because you have this piece right there preventing him from turning his head any further, and this piece right here prevents the neck from going all the way around, but I'm pretty sure it'll work well on the other head. Arms go out about that far, come forward that much, go all the way around, double jointed elbows, and that is a good double joint right there. The hands are on this little peg right here, so you can pretty much get these to go however you want to. Keep in mind you are limited by the sleeves right there, but that's not bad. This right here looks like a joint. It's not moving at all, so I'm just not even going to mess with that. So I'm just going to say no diaphragm joint, which really isn't a problem to me. Can kick out about that far, which isn't all that good. Yeah, I'm trying to work with it. He can't kick far out whatsoever. He can kick out a little bit further if you wedge it, but I don't want to mess with it too much. Double jointed knees, but you're limited by the pants, well, the shorts right there, so can only go back about that far, which kind of sucks. Wish they would have fixed that, but oh well. That peg right there, so the leg can go down about that much. He has a little bit of an ankle pivot, more so in this leg than this one. It all depends on how you turn this little joint right here. So if you want to have an ankle pivot, you're gonna have to play with it a little bit. See, I got it out about that much. And he does have a toe hinge, so articulation is decent. Not the best, but hey, it's passable for this figure. So I honestly think you can get him into some pretty great poses if you do them right. So yeah, I would say that this figure is pretty good. It's decent. It's very great to have. It looks great. And honestly, I really love it because I'm a big fan of Kaneki. And I don't want to be biased about it, but I will say that if you're a fan of Tokyo Ghoul, I can honestly say that this guy's the best one of the line. He's much better than Juzo. He's much better than Tsukiyama. That's just, I could almost state at that as being factual. But yeah, I love this guy and I highly recommend him to anyone. But with that said, this is my review of the Super Action statue, Kaneki, and I love this guy. I can't say that I don't. I can't say that I don't recommend him to anyone. I highly recommend this figure. It has a few flaws, but definitely not anything that makes him worth passing on. So yeah, I hope you guys like the video. If you do, don't forget to give it a like. The thumbs up, I really appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on everything that you see listed below. Go pick this guy up. I will be posing him a lot, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.